Pembroke Welsh Corgi genetics, exploring tail variations. The Pembroke Welsh Corgi is a charming breed of dog known for its short legs, long body, and adorable face. While these characteristics are often the first things that come to mind when thinking of Corgis, another distinct feature of this breed is their tail. Pembroke Welsh Corgis can have a natural tail or be born with it naturally shortened or even lacking a tail altogether. In this video, we will explore the genetics behind these tail variations in Pembroke Welsh Corgis. To understand the tail variations in Pembroke Welsh Corgis, we first need to understand the breed's history. Corgis were originally herding dogs in Wales, and their tails served a practical purpose in their working environment. A long tail could easily become a target for kicking livestock, so many breeders opted to dock the tails of their Corgis to protect them from potential injuries. Historically, tail docking was a common practice for working dogs in many countries. However, the Pembroke Welsh Corgi Club of America and other organizations have criticized tail docking for cosmetic purposes in recent years. As a result, tail docking has been banned in several countries, including the United Kingdom. Now let's dive into the genetics behind the tail variations in Pembroke Welsh Corgis. The trait for natural tails is actually the dominant trait, meaning that a dog needs only one copy of the gene for a natural tail. On the other hand, the trait for docked or shortened tails is recessive, which means that a dog must inherit two copies of the gene for a docked tail to exhibit this feature. The gene responsible for tail length in Pembroke Welsh Corgis is known as the T-box transcription factor gene, or T gene for short. Dogs with two copies of the T gene have docked tails, while those with one or no copies have natural tails. It is important to note that other genetic factors can also influence tail length, but the T gene is the primary one responsible for tail variations in this breed. When breeding Pembroke Welsh Corgis, it is essential to consider the genetics of tail length to avoid potential health complications. If two dogs with docked tails are bred together, all of their offspring will inherit two copies of the T gene, resulting in docked tails. Breeding two dogs with natural tails will produce offspring with one or no copies of the T gene, resulting in natural tails. However, if a dog with a natural tail is bred with a dog with a docked tail, there is a 50% chance that their puppies will have docked tails. While the topic of tail variations in Pembroke Welsh Corgis may seem trivial to some, it is important to consider the ethical implications involved. Tail docking is a controversial practice that is banned in many countries due to concerns about animal welfare. By understanding the genetics behind tail variations, breeders can make informed decisions and promote the well-being of their dogs. In conclusion, tail variations in Pembroke Welsh Corgis are determined by the T-box transcription factor gene. Natural tails are the dominant trait, while docked or shortened tails are the recessive trait. Breeders must consider these genetics to avoid potential health complications and promote the ethical treatment of their dogs. As the popularity of Pembroke Welsh Corgis continues to grow, it is essential to prioritize the well-being and happiness of these beloved dogs.